All right, guys. So I just kind of wanted to touch base with you guys for this week. Um, so everything's going pretty well so far. Not getting a ton of questions from people, which has me a little concerned. I would expect some more questions. So if you are struggling a little bit with something, don't hesitate to contact me with questions. I'm more than happy to answer for them, answer them for you rather. That's kind of the whole point in me being here, right? Is to lend my expertise and knowledge in this subject and answer those questions for you. Hopefully, what this means is you guys are understanding the content as we go through it. I think we are through the most difficult portions of this class. The only thing that we really have left is chapter 10. Those videos are going up today. And it just it's going to go over not-for-profit, and there are some differences in not-for-profit and government. We'll get to those in the lectures, but suffice it to say, there's nothing in there. I don't think there's anything in the NFP stuff that's really going to trip you guys up, considering you've been through the rest of the content in the class already. So having said that, you have one more exam that'll open up next Friday. That'll be over chapters 7, 8, and 10. So make sure you are prepared for that. Go back over your quizzes, go back over your notes, watch the lectures again if you need to. One thing you really need to be doing, though, and if you're not doing this, I would recommend strongly that you do, is to read the textbook. Just as a reminder, I don't test over just what we lecture on. The lectures are there to provide you a high-level summary of what we're discussing, a high-level summary of the topics to get you familiar with the concepts and the theories. The text is there to fill in the details. So there may be questions on the quizzes, there may be questions on the exams, where if you only watched lectures, you may look at them and go, this is nothing like what we've talked about. And it's because it's from the textbook. So please, please, please make sure you're reading the text as well. I know it's not exciting, but it will fill in some of the detail that we kind of just briefly discuss, or maybe we don't discuss it at all in the lectures, because the expectation, like I told you guys in week 1, is that you're reading the textbook. So if you're not reading the textbook, you're going to want to read the textbook. It is another resource available to you, and you should be using all resources to your advantage, right? So having said that, I've noticed that as of this morning, there's still nobody that has made their proposal for the presentation on the discussion board. So if I were you, this is my recommendation. Do not wait another 2 weeks to start this and to try to get it approved, because it's going to take me some time to dig and make sure you've got everything to get approval for you. Also, on the other hand, it may take you a significant amount of time. I'll be honest, depending on which organization or entity you choose, it may take you longer to do the research than it's going to take you to actually work the project up and work the presentation up. So please don't sit on that thinking, oh, this is going to be an easy time. Oh, I do this at work all the time. I'll just use a project from work. Please don't take that mindset. I released this to you a month before it was due so that you had plenty of time to work on it. Okay. So please take advantage of that time. Like I said, week 7, after next week, we've got week 7. Week 7 is going to be just for you to work on that presentation, for you to look at your comprehensive problem, which really shouldn't take you guys much time to do at all, as well as an extra credit assignment. But you've got week 7 and week 8 to work on that extra credit assignment, right? So you really don't have as much to cover after next week. So you are going to have some time, but don't sit on it. Don't wait until week 7 to start this project. I would be working on it already. I know some of you are already through the module, the 7, 8, and some of you all the way through chapter 10 already. So that means you've got time. You got plenty of time to work on this. So don't use time restrictions as an excuse as to why you did poorly on the presentation. That's all I'm saying. Just take this time, take advantage of the fact that I gave you guys a month to work on this, to actually work on it. So, having said that, those are the only things I wanted to harp or yell at you guys about. Other than that, I'm super pleased with your performance in the class. I'm super pleased with all the engagement that I do get. Like I said, I don't get a ton of questions about content, but I do get some questions every once in a while, and I am pleased with the engagement. It shows me that you guys actually care about the content in this course, so I'm happy with that. I think I've talked to most of you face-to-face on Zoom calls, so that's also good, but just keep up the good work. We are more than halfway through this course, and you guys have done excellently so far. All right. Again, if you got any questions or comments or anything like that, let me know. I am happy to address any of those. Also, I apologize for some of the deployment for the Chapter 7 and 8 stuff was really weird. I don't know what happened, but Blackboard kind of failed me there. It deployed everything, but it deployed everything as hidden from students. So I had to go through and unhide that. I'm sure that has something to do with a setting that I set when I initially did it. I apologize, but all that's there now. You shouldn't have any problems. If you were impacted by this and you feel like you're not going to get it done on time, you need to let me know ahead of time so we can address that appropriately. All right, guys, I appreciate it. Keep up the good work. Talk to you soon.